We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. But not today because Locals is having issues. But that's okay. We are live everywhere else. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday to you. Man, we got a banger for you today. The run sheet is miles long. So many topics as I stare at the invisible run sheet over here, saying, what the hell are we going to talk about today? Because Blabs is here to tell us about all the wonderful quick hits that she has put on the run sheet for Girl Talk today. Hello, Blabs.
It's not girl talk, and it's 3 pages worth. Anyway, hi, everybody.
Yes, it is three full effing pages of run sheet. You know, as a matter of fact, I always like to share the run sheet today. I can promise you we'll get to maybe 2 of these things. There's Blabs. Nope, not going to let you do it. Here we are. I saw what you're doing. You can see here's all the things we're going to be talking about today, potentially, maybe. Let's see what you said.
I feel like
Craig sucks. There it is. Oh, it's confirmed, everybody. Make it nice and big for everybody. There it is. Craig sucks.
Hi, chat.
There we go. All right, so large show today. Glad you're with us. Couple great guests. Always wonderful to welcome in the wonderful ladies that we have today. Starting with the greatness that is Mally Mouse. Hello, Mally.
Hello.
What's going on in Crazy Land?
Oh, so much better. I'm not sick anymore.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, the flu was rampant across the United States.
The plague came for me.
It came for Blabs, came for
I didn't
Phoenix.
have the flu.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh.
No, I had a bug.
It was just the diarrhea.
No, it was
Oh,
just...
sorry. That's right. That was Phoenix. My fault. Someone who definitely has diarrhea right now. It's Kay. What's going on, Kay?
Every day, baby. Indian trait. Yeah.
Just waking up.
Get that Indian out of me. Hi. I was the one person that somehow avoided the plague. I have no idea why. Maybe it's because I just purged every day. There you go.
Yeah, well, we have.
You eat like those freaking sticks from the gas station all the time.
I love my pepperoni sticks. Okay, that's like the most Canadian thing about me is that I just wake up with a monster and a pepperoni stick, and I'm ready to go.
Monster and a pepperoni stick. My
Hell
God.
yeah!
No wonder
that's
why
all
you.
she ate when
Like,
we were in
there's a
Florida.
reason why you look like that in the thumbnail. It's just like I don't know what's going on in my stomach right now. Oh.
Gamer diet, baby. Let's go.
Way to go! The true essence of gamer diet: pepperoni stick and Monster energy drink.
You guys witnessed it for like at least 2
She
weeks,
did.
right?
I can
Like
vouch.
it's legit.
Every time we went to the gas station, it was just a stick. And I'm like, all right.
What are you talking about? Her diet or her poop? Just like a.
Why is this poop talk?
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, like, listen, one comes with the other.
What's
There,
going on
Blabs.
here, Craig? What's on your brain?
Well,
Do
Phoenix
you want
is.
to talk about it?
Yeah, but I want to talk about Phoenix's flight, right? Hey, Phoenix, good to see you.
I do, and I can confirm that Kay would pull us aside every once in a while and show us her bowel movement, and it was something spectacular. It was legendary, folks.
I'd be like, "Hey, Phoenix, come over here. Here, I gotta show
yeah.
you something." And then I would just, be like, "Look,
Yeah.
I point."
I just kind of imagine her like she like peeks around the corner. Phoenix,
We're like behind a tree going,
Phoenix, come here. I want to show you something. Phoenix,
let's go. I'm ready. Yeah.
Look at this.
That's a big boy shit, Kay. Very nice.
Like give each other high fives.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So anyways, great start to the show today. 5 minutes in, we've talked about poop for about 4.5 of them, which is wonderful. That's including the intro. So, like I said, massive run sheet today with a ton of topics. We're going to be getting into the more fraud fun. This is right off the bat. We have, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but Tim Waltz's daughter has actually spoken out about this. And we have the first words that she has said about this. And it is spectacular. It is truly spectacular. We'll get to that as well. I saw some people. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. We've been doing some things with our show this week. Obviously, nothing in the title outside of just Side Scrollers podcast and the date. Just testing things out this week as we get into new year, new thumbnails and stuff, and seeing how people are into that. So, like, if it's easier to find the show that way, cool. Or if you guys would like to have what we're talking about in the titles, please let us know in the chat. And in the comments, if it makes it easier for you guys to tune in by knowing what we're talking about. We kind of like the idea of just kind of keeping it vague. It allows us the opportunity to talk about more and not be so stuck on individual topics. So, but that's just us. Show's about you, which is kind of the whole idea of here. So, if you are new, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Join the 136,000 just normal men who have found us over on YouTube. The almost 34,000 who have found us over on Rumble, which is great. Quick side note about Rumble. Did you see the big news that came out of Rumble today? Anybody?
I did.
Yes.
I
There was
did,
a goat.
yes.
Yes.
I really liked the goat.
What's that?
I really liked the goat.
You like the goat?
I did. That was the best part.
What are we talking about?
Well, let me
Doesn't matter.
Let me show you real quick. So Rumble announced this morning that they Rumble and Tether. Tether is like a big crypto company. They have launched a crypto wallet for the creator economy. This is it right here. I actually think this is pretty cool. I have it on my phone right here. So I can, if we get any sort of Rumble wallet tips, we can get notified on it, which is great. So the long and short of it, well, I'll tell you what, let the goat tell you. Here, Blabs. We'll let the goat tell you. And yeah, meh.
I know.
I just picture Taylor Swift's meme.
Meh.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Say on this stream, but the truth needs to be heard.
They said free speech, then shut down your mic. They said your money, then froze your account.
Guys, I'm about to show you the campsite. Whoa!
You don't need permission to speak. You don't need approval to get paid. Rumble Wallet is your fortress.
We're live.
No
baby.
middlemen,
Let's go.
no deplatforming. No one to cancel your tips. Not run by banks, not hosted by big tech. Rumble is digital freedom, is how you earn it. Rumble Wallet, the GOAT wallet.
Get Rumble Wallet.
Oh my gosh, that's kind of cute.
Totes adorbs, if you ask
You're muted,
Phoenix. Yeah.
Craig,
Craig, you're mega
Muted.
muted.
I'm just here talking about the goat to myself. That's
Oh,
all.
perfect. Yeah. Goat sounds.
This is a big deal. I think this is actually kind of a game changer when it comes to the ability to tip and things like that on platforms, especially from a creator perspective. You know, we're big fans of our buddies over at Rumble. We think we very much align with their mission, and hopefully we have an opportunity to work with them on many other projects moving ahead. But I think this is really, really cool. So if we ever were to receive any sort of Bitcoin or any sort of tip on Rumble Wallet, I'll let you know as soon as I can on my phone, because I'll get notifications, and eventually we'll get it intertwined to notifications and stuff on the screen. And Phoenix did put together a very sweet animation, which I will not play. I will definitely hold it Rumble Wallet ransom. So when we get that, our first Rumble Wallet tip, by God Almighty, that thing's going up. So I cannot wait. All right, let's get moving then. We have, like I said, a lot to chit chat about today. A couple other things. We speaking of things going on over on Plus, we do have tomorrow Blabs versus the only game I've ever rage quit, Jump King. That is mañana at 3:00 Central Standard Time, 4:00 Eastern. Blabs playing. I listen. Kay, have you ever played Jump King before?
No, out of fear, because I know I will fail.
Oh boy, yeah, it's spectacular.
I hate to put you. I'm sorry. Continue, Craig.
No, by all means, go ahead.
I hate to put you on the spot, but one of the cool things that we did in the last episode when we played Celeste, great game, by the way. One thing I really enjoyed was that towards the end, you actually took over. Is there any possible way that we could have you jump on after Blab so that we can watch you rage quit? Is that a possibility?
Yes.
Hate to put you on the spot there, but I'm kind of leaning towards now you have to.
Phoenix. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Make him rage quit. Make him suffer.
I'll just see myself out, okay?
Let me just say this. There's not a chance in hell that I'm ever going to play that game again.
Boo, you suck.
Ever.
Go back to your home on Horror
Unless
Island.
we can get some of them Rumble wallets going, right? All right, folks. How's that? Eh?
I'll tell you what. If we got 7,000 plus members today, just make my way over. I will swallow my pride. So listen, I'll tell you this. While I won't be playing Jump King anytime soon, out of fear of just possibly stabbing a nun, I will tell you this.
What?
Makes you do crazy things, Blabs. You'll find out.
Nuns,
tomorrow.
watch out.
Stabbing a
Watch
nun?
out.
Yeah.
I accidentally flipped off a nun once. Just a fun fact. Didn't mean to.
I would hope you didn't mean to.
There's context here. It was a van full of it was a van full of nuns driving like insane morons on a highway, and they were cutting people off and swerving, and this van cut me off on a highway. So I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I did this, and I look at the driver, and it's a nun. Yeah, I was like 20.
Well,
Yeah, so.
let us know how hell feels later on, Blabs.
No joke. I was just trying to be really ridiculous and over the top, and you're over here flicking them off.
Listen, I mean, if you're gonna drive dangerously on a highway with lots of cars and everything, I'm gonna flip you off.
Did you accidentally slip their tires too? Was that an
you see,
accident?
the vehicle was moving as I was driving as well. Yeah, it was a van full of nuns. I was like, shit.
Well, if we can get past Blabs making a beeline to hell, I will also let you know that
Don't worry, I'll
coming
be
up,
there to pick you up, bro.
not just tomorrow, but next Thursday as well, we're getting the gang back together as the VTuber crew are getting together. Kirsha, Leaflet, Pickle, and VTuber Blabs will be playing for the first time Mount Your Friends. That'll be Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 5 Central time. So a little bit later in the evening. That'll be next Thursday. Looking forward to that. Get the VTuber crew back together for all that. We had a great time last time. We played Overcocked together. This time, it's all about mounting your friends, which I'm sure everybody is going to be very excited to do with.
As Leaflet said, that's a suspicious title.
That is literally the idea of the game. It's spectacular. I bet.
really like this comment. Peace be with you.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, peace will be with us as, hey, I want to let you know, while Armis has not been watching the show live, Armis is digesting what we have going on. As overnight, 5 hours ago, Armis came in with a $100 direct donation. It says,
Damn.
Spring is my second favorite season, especially now with Side Scrollers keeping me company on weekdays. Wishing the panel, the team behind the scenes, and everyone in the chat a cheerful new year. Here's to laughs of the #1 video game and entertainment podcast in the world. Thank you very much, Armis. I appreciate you. I'm going to get you on the wall, my dude, with a nice purple.
I thought he was in the middle of the woods in a cabin for like 2 months. How is he getting internet?
Well, I can tell you because he continued with a $30 direct donation. Says, despite being said in another's voice, I'd like to think these carry a little bit simpler Islander geek speak. Hey, Blabs, don't try to change your kind soul for an ugly society. You're more capable than you might. Your wit and warmth make it shine. And Phoenix has this. In Phoenix is for Phoenix. My New Year's resolution is the same every year. 1080p. Still haven't upgraded to 4K. I'm working on it. He said, cue the gong. Thank you, Aramis. And finally, he said, missed a few lives the past few weeks. Busy stretch renewing my U.S. passport and starting the new year running. Hoping my bad leg doesn't pull a Mr. Bean on me. Wanted to show support for my favorite podcast. Thank you very much, Aramis. Says, and a certain collector with the prettiest smile. You hear that? hear that, Kay? Talking about you.
Aw, thank you, Aramis. I hope you're having a great trip so far.
It's wonderful. Thank
It
you
is a
very
beautiful smile, Kay, I must say. It is beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Such a pretty girl.
Label that on every thumbnail.
Oh, all right. Okay. Hey, Armis, thank you very much. Hey, we're back. We always like to start the show with a little bit of disappointment. Today is no exception. I don't know if you guys have seen it. We've been posting every day today in gaming history over on the channel around 7 p.m.
Greg,
I didn't mean
could you?
to.
Look at Valley. She closed her
believe
eyes
you.
in disgust. She's like,
I didn't mean to do
I
that.
don't believe
you
that.
almost give her an aneurysm.
We're doing it in the listen. We're posting in the evening, so make sure you
Fact.
guys go find it. Hey, guess what? It's time for Today in Video Game History. Today in Gaming History with Blabs.
That's me.
Okay, for our queen, what do we got today?
So rude. Anyway, January 7th, guys.
No!
Pizza Pop, yes! Was released in Japan in 1992. We have Crash Bandicoot 2 and Trance, released in 2003. And then Atomic Girls, released back in 2021. I don't advise you look this one up. Thank you!
All right, so listen, I'm just going to go to Kay on this one. Kay, by all means.
Yes, Sugar Plum?
I don't know, like 2 out of those 3 games, no. Just no.
No. It's 2
No.
and 3. This works.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. That's the dragons. There's Blabs, the Riri
Yeah.
dragon over there. Hey, Blabs, have you ever played Pizza Pop on the NES? Do you have any idea what Pizza Pop is?
I just really liked that it said pizza on it, so I was like, hell yeah, my dog, let's go.
Really? That's why?
Yes.
No, yes.
That's why.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why
The
you
answer is
missed
yes.
an incredible game today, is because you wanted pizza to
Atomic
be on
Girls
the game
was
list.
on the list. What are you talking about, Kay? I got it.
Oh my god.
Well, here you go, Blabs. This is the game you added. Here's Pizza Pop for the NES right here, so you can check it out for yourself. Look at that sweet, sweet gameplay
Oh, he's
right
literally
there.
beating people up with pizza and dough?
Well, he beat up the cat he
Yo,
saw.
this
Look at-
sounds like my superhero power. I'm down.
Yeah, great job, Blabs. Look at
Thank
these guys.
you.
There's a guy working out in the background with music. This guy over there playing guitar.
Mm-hmm.
This is Nintendo NES. This is Nintendo Entertainment System right here. This is at its peak. Well, outside of Pizza Pop, some other noticeable
I'm having
games
pizza
that
for
you missed
dinner.
today.
That's fun.
It's great, Blabs. Thank you. Some other noticeable games that you missed today include Poppin' Twinbee for the Super Nintendo. This is a pretty good Super Nintendo, I guess, Super Famicom game from 1994.
You see
later.
the game above it, though? Pizza Pop?
No one cares about Pizza Pop. You know
I
what you missed
care.
on this list?
I care.
Oh my
Initial D
yes,
for the
exactly.
PlayStation was
Are you
released.
kidding me?
Blabs, you have no idea what initial listen, Blabs, as our resident anime fan, could you please enlighten us on Initial D?
I feel like there's some sexual term in there, and I don't know.
No, there's not.
Initial
it's
D?
not sexual. it's peak. It's Eurobeat and hardcore racing, man. It's anime and racing. It's incredible.
Also, I'm not the hardcore anime fan. I just like it.
Is that like are you implying that that's like early in your dating? Like if you date a new guy, you get the initial D, then you figure out if you like him or not.
Get that initial
You my
D?
initial D.
Well, we had the initial D, and then we moved on to the secondary D, and then it's like, yes, Initial D was released for
God.
PlayStation in 1999. Right there, Kay, by all means.
I still play this game. I used to play this game obsessively in the arcade. This is one of my favorite arcade games ever.
Mhm.
You guys actually saw me play it in Florida during one of the times that I snuck off. I was in that machine with a drink and I was having the best time of my life driving one-handed. I love Initial D. And if you haven't played this version, it is the console version at home. It is the most underrated racing game on console. It is not spoken about enough. Initial D is incredible. It is so freaking fun. And there are games that are inspired today that have anime cutscenes with racing, and it's all thanks to Initial D. Like it's mind-blowing that this was not on the
You
list.
say
But
it's one of the
pizza.
best racing console games of all times. I will raise you Mario Kart on the Wii. Thank you.
Oh my god!
That's right. Hey, it's a DeLorean.
No, actually it's a beetle right there.
No, it's a DeLorean.
Yeah, no, it
Please
literally
tell me that there are
literally
other
says in the
people
title.
out there that know what Maximum Tune and Initial D and all these great like racing games are on the arcade. Please.
Do. Yeah, I get
Yes.
it.
See?
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you. And this is not even the number one thing that you missed on this list today.
Oh, we'll continue here. As Blabs, will you pull up your list one more time so we can see which other games that you
Sure,
didn't miss?
peasant. Here it is.
Okay. So Pizza Pop, I thought for sure this one would be on the list today. The next game simply called The Next Tetris.
Yeah, well, you see, it's the next one, right? So I didn't bother.
What? Tetris 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Okay. This is the is this the one you're
This is the one.
talking about?
This is the
Okay.
one. This
All
is
right.
the one.
Yep. Okay, here
Yes.
we are. Rez.
Seriously? Rez.
This is a biggie.
PlayStation 2. Yes, this is a very biggie. Now, Phoenix, I'll let you describe why this is such a biggie.
Well, Rez. I mean, see, I've played it in VR, so Kay actually could probably tell me a lot more about it. So I played more of like the recent, where you've got the. Do you want to take it, Kay?
It's so good. It's so freaking good. Rez, first of
All
all,
right.
fun fact.
The music is incredible.
The whole okay, so it's inspired an entire genre. First off,
Yes.
let's talk about that. But like, so Rez was the Sega Saturn mascot in a video game on the Dreamcast and the PS2, and it's one of those like trippy rhythm style games, and you're like moving through like an AI world. It is incredible. It inspired so much. That's where Child of Eden came from Ubisoft. Like, this is a huge deal. And it's also why we got Tetris Effect, like any of these like trippy games that we have now in the modern era because of Rez.
This game actually has had lasting effects. Actually, like legitimately, has affected our channel today. This channel, not just previous channels. This channel, because if you recall, not too long. This is probably 8-9 months ago. Do you remember, Blabs, when Logan from Red Bandana Gaming was on our channel?
Yeah, the accessories.
And I was talking about the accessories.
Mm-hmm.
This is the game that has the trans vibrator.
Oh.
This is the game that I see your
Look at
face,
Mally.
Mally.
She
I
has eyes
see.
twitching and everything. Like, did I hear that right?
Just as a quick reminder, now listen. Last time I showed this video, we got flagged on YouTube for sexual content, right? But there's nothing sexual about the content that I'm going to show you here. I do think it's important to kind of give you. Let me see if I can pull this up real fast. But yes, Rez, a cult following, I would say, very influential. It led to a lot of, as you said, Kay, lots of spiritual successors, I think is the best way to describe it.
Trippy genre kind of thing.
It's not necessarily the first of its kind. We've seen like wireframe stuff like that before, but it was a big deal in the rhythm kind of genre, and it's created a lot of those trippy games like the VR version that Phoenix is talking about.
Okay, let's see if I can find this real fast. I think it's very important that I show this off. Yes, okay, here we are. This is a video from 2007, maybe. Case in point, very skinny young Craig here, right?
You're a
You
twin.
look like you have AIDS, man. Holy
yeah,
shit!
you
Look at that.
sick?
I was a kid, right? So anyways, they had this thing called the trans vibrator here. And this is, let me see. I want to make sure I don't show off too much here because I don't want to get hit by YouTube here. But the long and short of it is that you put this thing right here. It looks like a mouse. And I think the exact phrase was, you pop this thing on your panda, because she had panties that had a panda on it. And using the beats from Rez, boom, it was wonderful.
That's amazing.
I say we do that stream now. Let's just do it. I say we.
Phoenix, good. You're up.
I'm ready. I'm sitting on one right as we speak. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Those who don't know. Yeah. Those who don't know. It's pretty outstanding stuff. So Rez released 24 years ago in 2002, right there. Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced for the Game Boy Advance, also released. Street racquetball, which, listen, Blabs, as somebody who is from the hood, I bet you played a lot of street racquetball growing up.
You know it, my hoodlum.
You play for keeps, don't you?
That's right.
That's right.
Instead of giveaways.
No. I would imagine that you are one of those that if you lose a game of street racquetball, you just straight up slice their throat, right? Then you take their money. Is that the idea?
That's right. I always carry a knife on me.
Excellent, Blabs. Wonder King was released for the PC right here. Atomic Girls.
Kentucky Route Zero. I'm the only human being alive who knows that game.
You would like Kentucky
Of course
Road
I would.
Zero. My God.
Yeah. If you like really hardcore indie introspective storytelling, make sure you go check out Kentucky Route Zero. None of you will enjoy it, but I like
pretentious. Oh my God.
Listen, I can't help it if you got like limited brain capacity. This is the people who actually use their brain cells.
I appreciate this about Phoenix. He's a bit of an art hoe, right? And I appreciate that about you. But man, this game is so pretentious.
Just like your boy Phoenix.
That's right. The most.
No, you're not pretentious. It's the game.
It's debatable.
I love that Phoenix now has the moniker of art hoe.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Blabs, what is Atomic Girls here, Blabs?
Basically, these chicks are all running around butt-ass naked, nuclear stuff. That's it.
It's a normal day. By the way, can we give it up for GameFAQs for providing this list and always including the horror games on the list?
Yeah.
The game is very positive reviews on Steam, by the way, and this is the really quick synopsis.
Is it like the only way to survive?
Huh?
I'm just. Is it like? Let me just guess. Can I guess?
Yeah.
The only way to be saved from a nuclear atomic blast is for women to have sex with one another. Is that the concept?
I need to play this game. Is that actually
too.
true?
I hope so.
You want to see like the camel toe and the tits, because that's what you get. Anyway, this game is a classic memory game with several levels of difficulty and beautiful arts. Enjoy, smiley face. That's actually in the synopsis.
So, just to be clear, today in gaming history, Blabs added Pizza Pop.
That's right.
And Atomic Girls.
That's right.
But failed to add even Kentucky Route Zero.
Why are you like surprised by this?
No, Rez should have 100% been on there. I am intrigued by that driving game. I've never played that. I really want to try that. Because like Kay knows her shit, and every time she's made recommendations, chef's kiss every time. So I definitely want to check that out.
Yeah. Well, there we go. That is today in video game history today. And once again, please let us know in the chat and the comments what letter grade you give Blabs on a scale of A to F for today's rating. Let us know down below, which is, I'm sure it'll be very wonderful.
I like pizza.
Pizza Pop.
That's
Pizza
true.
Pop. Tamamo came and says, "Happy birthday, Phoenix. Just opened my cream soda Pepsi. I expect a full report on my desk after you try it, assuming you can get it in the U.S. Avoid the strawberries and cream, though."
I haven't been able to find it, but I've been looking.
Well, happy birthday, Phoenix. Do you guys know it's Phoenix's birthday today? Mally, I'm kind of upset that you didn't
It's his
wish
birthday
Phoenix.
every day.
I'm not indulging in that. That's I have
impossible.
attempted.
Oh.
You can't have a birthday every day. There's no fooling. I have one birthday every year, and today is it. Thank you so much, everybody. Move on with the show.
Just today. Commodore fan says, an honest question, how does crypto have value if we still compare and convert it to government fiat currencies to fully use it in a society? Well, I think the premise is that we do not eventually use it in society. That's the entire idea. Right now, currently, crypto is still in its early phases. I know as crazy as that may sound, it is, 15 years old now at this point, but it is still not widely accepted. Only now are we starting to see retailers. I saw a guy bought a car with crypto, right? It's starting to become an acceptable currency to use. And ultimately what's going to happen is retailers will start allowing you to use it, and then it'll become more and more of a thing. And you'll buy a car, not with one not with one Bitcoin, but with like 0.0095236 of a Bitcoin, or whatever. It's not going to be an exact amount. So, but I do think that there will be, the base price of that car will be $50,000 or whatever, right? And then you can also purchase it in said crypto or whatever. So, thank you, Commodore fam. Dadu guy says, Phoenix, happy birthday. Kay, the based. Molly, the Disney queen. Craig is old. And remember, Blabs, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You got a goal. Go get it. Hey.
Thanks.
Thank you for that. And I appreciate the reminder that I am the eldest statement here. Actually, I'm not even the eldest statement here. But Phoenix, you act way younger than me.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, I'm just an old fart. Worthy One says, hey, Craig, y'all got to try to bring Jake Monroe to the show. He's a goth influencer who represents other goths who are tired of left-wing cancel pick activists hijacking their culture.
Jake Monroe is awesome.
Let's get him on.
Oh, he's awesome. Is anyone here familiar with him?
No.
Oh, check out his stuff. It really, really top-notch stuff.
Wow.
And he makes it entertaining. Like that's one of the cool things is so he talks about, political commentary, what's going on socially, but he does it in a really entertaining way. So I definitely check him out.
I'm just glad the goths are still alive. I thought when the mall went extinct that they'd all like scatter somewhere. So it's good to know.
I love the idea that they all just like scattered like cockroaches. They all went their own separate way to their corporate jobs. like
I'm saying this is somebody who loves goths. They're great. I just, we all used to gather at the mall when we were young, and then they just started getting rid of all the retail stores. Where would we go?
Yes. All right. Let's go. Maverick Marty says breaking shots in Minneapolis involving ice. Ooh, okay. Blab, see if you can find a little about that, because that will tie into a story that we talk about here in just a minute. Danny Ben says Blabs gets an automatic A on these lists when she includes Sonic, including modern, Crash Bandicoot, and or Spyro games. Oh, well, that's good. Thank you, Danny. Keep that in mind, Blabs. You can just include a Sonic game even if it's not related that day.
At all, just put it on the list.
Raging Wolf says Minneapolis Pew Pew involved ice. One person on SWAT are on site in the areas in lockdown. Oh boy. All right. I'm
going to imagine the tolerant left is probably, I would imagine, somehow responsible for this.
We'll do a little, Blabs is going to do a little digging. Blabs, put it at the bottom of the first story there with the more fraud fun right there. Young Stove says Initial D is the best racing anime and was huge.
I got to check this game out.
Guys, if you're looking for a modern like Initial D type game, there's a game coming out in March called Screamer, and it's completely inspired by Initial D, and it's very like Burnout looking with anime storylines. Highly recommend. It looks good.
Grim Raptor says Blabs is an anime tourist confirmed. Boo her. Mercenary says running in the 90s for Initial D. That's right. Was ECC a nun, Blabs?
Yeah, that's right.
Just so bad. There she goes. She's passing the nun. See you guys. That's crazy. Commodore fan says we need a new Res 70s Pimp Edition with HD Rumble. Let's go. Cool. And Matthew says Goths never left. They just moved to the gyms apparently. I do like a buff goth girl. Cough. Rhea Ripley. Cough. It's pretty hot. Pretty hot. Mercenary says, morning, guys. I'm seeing car accidents everywhere as a do DoorDash. Be careful. It is insane in SoCal. Also, will Blast be fired today? I can't wait to see what Blast picks for my birthday tomorrow. I'm going to super fire her. And Spike also says, EA needs to bring back Mercenaries 2 back to the PC and update the it. Thank you, Spike. All right. We'll get to the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show, including Perfect Sword, who resubbed Prime over on Twitch. Thank you very much, Perfect Sword. All right, let's get into it, friends. Lots to talk about today. Apparently, things are going down in the world, and it's time to chit-chat about it. It is time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. Well, the story obviously has been the fraud in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we've said this over and over again. If you think that this is just a Minneapolis issue, you certainly have no idea what you're talking about. This is going to be every state, every major city. I don't care if you're left, right, Somalian, black, white, gay, straight. Chances are you're human, and humans are flawed people. Now, it just so happens in this situation, apparently, in the city of Minneapolis, of the fraud committed, 89% of it, that's the stat that I've heard, is committed by Somali people. Right? Have you all heard this stat?
No, what?
I have not, but it is not surprising.
No, yeah, I'm not surprised, but
Agreed.
I'm just surprised the stats are being released.
Yeah, that's apparently the statistic that I've heard. 89%. So 9 out of 10 times fraud is committed. It is committed by Somali people in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So, with that said, the memes have been all over the place. We've seen the Leering Center, and now the new Learning Center. Even over on memes aplenty out there, including over on Reddit, the South Park Reddit, which looks pretty much exactly like you would expect. Like South Park, they make fun of everything, right? So you saw this posted over here. There's a screenshot of this. It's so disappointing that South Park won't make an episode where Cartman's new get-rich scheme is becoming a Minnesota daycare owner by pretending he's Somali. Pretty funny. Yeah. Pretty damn funny. Not to Reddit, as it has been removed.
Of course it has.
As the Reddit moderators have removed it, which, this is so South Park that, what if South Park was to do this? Would the Reddit moderators remove that? I don't know. Like
This story is so South Park and so Reddit at the same time, because that is such a South Park story and that absolutely should be an episode. And it's so Reddit to remove that.
Mally, what's been your thoughts on this story as we've been watching this unfold over the last couple of weeks?
Just all the fraud in general?
Yeah, just the Minnesota, the Somali, the whole thing.
My main thought, I can't wait till they come to California, and they're on their way now. But that has been my main thought.
The Somalis?
No. Living in one of the most corrupt states, I know that there are millions more examples here than, Minnesota, truly the tip of the iceberg. Truly.
I think this is one of those situations where, the reputation of Minnesota nice, that's the thing you hear all over again. You wonder why Minnesota was initially targeted for this. Obviously, it had a lot to do with the things that were going on in the state and the policies. But also, I think they just blatantly took advantage of people's generosity and people's nice.
Because they were Minnesota nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So, like I said, this has been a little bit more than just Minnesota. People have been looking into Ohio now, and I don't know if you saw the video of these folks. They went to a place called Jubba Daycare, which is exactly what you'd want to name your daycare center. So these people went to Jubba Daycare just apparently to go in, and this is exactly what happened. Have y'all seen this video?
No.
Nope. Oh, here we go.
I think we're at Jubba Daycare.
Get back! Get back! Get back!
Don't touch me!
Whoa.
Don't touch me!
Get back!
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Get back! Get back! Get back!
Holy shit! He just pushed me. I'm calling the police. Wait! Don't call the police. Did you see that? Yeah.
So I was timing in my head 4 seconds from the time they opened the door. They didn't even ask a question. They didn't say anything. They just immediately, she got shoved out the door.
Yeah, it seems like that was just like a homeless man that just was squatting and came out to chase away the next visitor. Like, what?
Right. And you could tell just by the look on her face, she's like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
But as you can see,
Look at the outside. Oh my God.
Jubba Daycare doesn't look like a place you'd want to be sending your kids. Just throwing it out there. I'm not quite sure what this says on the sign.
No trespassing.
No trespassing. Okay. Yeah. They feel the walls closing in, I feel, when it comes to this. So I got to be honest, just don't think that if you're guilty of doing things, you immediately push people out the door before they have a way to say a word. Just throwing it out there. Just a tad suspicious in the city.
Yeah.
So
It's an extremely bizarre reaction to somebody walking into a daycare of all places. Most daycares would be like, hi. They would assume you have a child with them, actually. So getting that aggressive is completely insane.
Yeah, no, getting that aggressive immediately puts off a red flag of, okay, not only is this not a daycare, but are you making coke back there or something? Why were you so adverse to even a person approaching the place. Like you said, they didn't even get to say anything. So what is he doing?
You know, you look at this guy's face, and I got to be honest, he looks like he's lived a tough life. Yeah, I know it's vertical here, but not exactly my thoughts of a daycare person.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to leave my kids with him.
He looks like he's about to smoke about a pack of Marlboros and then do a line of Coke.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, well, there's more. This is, I'll tell you what. Y'all seen the movie Idiocracy?
Yes.
Okay. There are times where I think like, okay, we're pretty close, right? We're pretty close. And
well, they've said it's like a documentary at this point.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know that Dr. Oz was the CMS administrator. Did you guys know that he had a government role? Dr. Oz, the guy from TV?
Oh, no clue.
I had no idea, but apparently he is there. And he is now submitted, he's announcing full audits and deferral of Medicaid payments to Minnesota in this situation. We're not going to watch the video. He says, I just notified Governor Walz will begin auditing Medicaid receipts and defer payments of claims of fraud, waste, and abuse, which, hey, we saw a little bit of fuck around, find out yesterday with things actually happening. This is when there's smoke, there's fire, and I got to be honest. I think this is a good thing. I think there should be an entire audit of not just Minnesota, but like I said, every single state's use of these programs, because that ultimately, look, I heard this today, and this really resonated with me. I never heard it put this way. You're essentially working 3 months every year for free to pay your taxes. Like, think about that. If a third of your money goes back to the United States, 3 months out of the year, 3 to 4 months out of the year, you're working for free just to pay the government. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
So I think I do want to have a pretty good idea of where my 3 to 4 months is going every year, the money there associated with it. And it's honestly it put things in perspective for me, for sure. So, but the fraud goes deeper here. This is part of the audits here. This was fairly shocking to see. New audits reveal that the Minnesota Department of Health employees have been fabricating documents to cover their mismanagement of taxpayer funds. This is actually from the traditional news up in Minnesota, the local news. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
According to the nonpartisan legislative auditor, this is another case of mismanagement of taxpayer money. But perhaps the most explosive revelation is that managers within DHS, the Department of Human Services, tried to cover their tracks by backdating and creating new documents.
But I do want to talk about what a serious issue this is and how it is, frankly, unacceptable.
Another sobering report by the Office of the Legislative Auditor, this one concerning the Behavioral Health Administration within the Department of Human Services, which issues grants to providers treating mental health and drug and alcohol addiction, hundreds of millions of dollars each year. The audit found them issuing grants to applicants without a bidding process.
So what we saw is that there was multiple entities that could have been eligible, and they chose not to provide a justification for why they were picking those.
This report is quite stunning.
One outrageous example, the auditors found a grantee that was paid $672,000 for 1 month of work without any info on what they do. And the audit says the grant manager who paid it then left DHS a couple days later and became a paid consultant for that company.
To me, that's criminal.
Auditor Judy Randles.
You think?
Yeah,
Understatement of the year.
Yeah.
To me, that's criminal. The idea of giving somebody $680,000 with no job description for a month's work. It's pretty damn good living right there. You know, like, once again, part of me wants to be like, no shade, dude. These guys have found a way into loopholes in the system. Like, someone's going to hand out you $680,000 for nothing. My God, good for you. And then the other part of me just wants to start punching the walls. It's crazy to see. So the fraud runs deep. Once again, I don't think this stops in Minnesota. But speaking of Minnesota, Tim Walz has the crosshairs on him based off of the amount of fraud that's happened with all this. It's the governor of Minnesota, not to be reelected, as he announced that he is dropping out of the race for next time. His daughter.
Did I hear right that he went back on that?
I have not seen that.
Okay,
I know
I'll
that
check.
he said that he's not going to resign. He refuses
Okay, maybe
to
that's it.
resign. Yes.
Maybe that's it.
But his daughter is a social media darling and has been making the rounds on social media. And, you guys ever curious what the daughter of a fraudster has to say about this whole thing? What do you guys think she has good things to say about Nick Shirley?
No, definitely not. Also, I thought she was a private citizen that wanted to be left alone, right?
Well, now she's public and she wants to let you know about this.
People engage with that.
It feels more trustworthy than the news to a lot of people.
It does, and I can't quite I have my own problems with like the media and like all of that.
Sure.
And that's, I said in a video this morning, like now I can kind of be let loose and like I definitely want to have some of those conversations going forward.
Yeah.
But I definitely think people see somebody and they're like, oh, this person's, I see myself in them, and so I'm going to believe them. And that is what people definitely see in me. I think then that's like an ethical thing on his end. Like, you can't just go and do this to people. I don't know.
Yeah, but
in community.
You can't just go and do this to people, guys. You can't disregard all the communities that the fraud is happening to, but you can't just go and do this to people.
What exactly did he do besides knock on people's doors and like try to ask questions?
Yeah, he showed up.
Yeah.
He
I
showed
actually
up.
feel bad for this chick because she just looks like her dad, and that's so unfortunate. Oh no. I'm just saying, like rough
genes
it's a
to
hard,
inherit.
rough life.
Yeah.
Let's go continue to see how much she's going to blame everybody else but her dad.
Go and do this to people. I don't know.
Yeah, but
In communities.
But I watch it. I haven't watched the whole video like you. I've watched a lot of clips on there because he's posting a lot of them. But the style of it, I watch it. I'm like, oh no, like this is my style. This is what I do.
Yeah.
And like here I am, like feeling like what I'm doing is a good thing, but then it can be used. So easily. To do
and there's
really
no like
terrible
checks
harm.
and balances on content, or not many, and just social media in general.
She's making such generalized statements. She's saying literally nothing.
You know what we need more of? Censorship with content online.
That's exactly what she was saying. We need more censorship. So that was pretty retarded of her.
Yes. It's honestly amazing to see that. Okay, and I'm not going to point out, like Dev has been on our show before, but he said he watched the 42-minute video of Nick Shirley, and he just doesn't see how anybody could see that that's criminal. And I'm like, are you fucking blind? Like, it's literally pointed right there for you. And I wanted to respond, like, are you retarded? Like, I just don't understand how somebody could watch a 42-minute video. And look, like I said, Dev doesn't, we don't see ideologically the same way. That's fine. I don't have any problems with him, but like, I just don't understand how anybody can look at that and be like, yo, dude, like how can you, it's literally played out right in front of you in real time, recorded in video. That's why it's resonated so much with people. And they're like, oh, there's no fraud here. It's like, how is there not fraud? He's not going up and banging on doors asking for children. He's asking if there's children. That's all. He's not saying, let me see the children. He's saying, do you have any children here? And the answer is no. The other thing that I've heard consistently with this is that since they have removed the funding to all these things, all they had to do, all these fraud daycares have to do is prove that they're legitimate. And guess how many of them have actually done it?
I'm going to guess 0.
A big 0 right there. 0 of them. Which leads us to what is apparently happening right now as our show is happening. Oh boy, hold on one second. Before we get to that, Friends, we just got tipped some Bitcoin, y'all.
Oh.
Whoa.
Let's stinking go. Got a notification that we got a Bitcoin tip, and I don't even know how much this is, but it's
it's from Marmalin because he sent a super chat saying send $50 via BTC. Just making sure you're aware.
let's go. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm waiting for it to show up on my Rumble wallet, but I did get a notification on. Thank you very much. That's huge. And yeah, all right, I'm going to put Marmalin on the wall. Yeah, huge. We'll put Marmalin on the wall with the Bitcoin monies. That's great. Thank you very much. And I'm going to put a little BTC on that. Marmalin right there.
Well, while we're at it, and since you're going to the wall, you might as well stay at the wall. And let me just throw this up. Okay,
What?
because Greek Turbo for $100 says,
What?
Blabs, what the hell? How could you miss Initial D? Fuck pizzas pop. Spaceboy is my jam on Initial D. This gaming history is a war crime. A little late with this.
Greg Turbo, yes, tell her.
Oh, get fucked. Wow.
I guess
Okay.
so. Oh no.
Yikes.
For over $100. Thank you.
Big Turbo, thank you very much for that, dude. Hey, I'll get back to you. I have an email waiting to get back to you. He emailed me. So, all right. Okay, this is, and I know that stopping down for a donation in the middle of talking about this is kind of tough, but we appreciate you guys, and that allows us to keep the show going on a day-to-day basis. But here we are. We have this is just silly news. This is apparently happening in real time. Leftist terrorist in Minneapolis tries ramming her vehicle into ICE agents and gets fatally shot in self-defense.
Well, that sounds entirely deserved.
Let's check it out.
Well, we got confirmation now through DHS that this was a vehicle ramming situation. They say, in fact, while ICE officers and federal agents were conducting targeted operations, they had the usual scene with the crowds descending on them, and someone, they say, DHS says, weaponized her vehicle. The ICE officer, fearing for his life and the lives of other agents, discharged his weapon and shot that individual, a woman who now, according to DHS, is in fact deceased. Now, I've got some of the statement from DHS saying that this is a direct consequence of constant attacks and demonization of our officers by sanctuary politicians who fuel and encourage rampant assaults. As far as the scene out here right now, you can see some of the police presence. The tape that is up to the south of me right now, there are about 100 demonstrators. The usual scene, shouting at the ICE agents. Well, we got
Phoenix, you're big on rhetoric. You talk about the rhetoric all the time. And here's, I don't know, I would love to hear your thoughts on you just hearing this for the first time.
Well, first, I mean, obviously called that. I mean, we have to hear what ultimately happened. It's very early, so, who knows. But let's assume that it's accurate, and we can make that assumption because that's all we see daily. There's a lot of things that you're not even seeing reported that we do on this show, that there's constant violence coming from one end. So none of this is surprising in the least. And I'm going to say, I keep hearing one thing that, like, this is a slight derailment, but one thing that really chaps the old ass of mine is that I keep hearing constantly, there's extremists on both sides. I'm waiting to see where it is on the other side. I'm waiting to see the video compilations, the breaking news constantly 3 to 5 times a day. I'm waiting to see anything. It exists, I'm sure, but it's kind of like, it's like that. So you're seeing this constantly. The rhetoric, you're seeing this echo chamber of constantly demonizing one side, using the word like conservative as a slur, essentially, to get that into the mental lexicon of like evil, enemy, certain fascist regime kind of idea over and over and over again. And when you're bombarded with this from every single angle in your bubble, it hits a boiling point and you're seeing them react to it. And there's no cool down. I'm not seeing any cool down to any extent. So unfortunately, we keep seeing horrible, unnecessary violence like this over and over and over again.
It continues here as apparently after the shooting, people have stormed the region to protest now, and they're having to deploy tear gas because they're blocking the federal officials.
Watching to see authorities are responding to an ICE-involved shooting. That's how it's being described by the people in South Minneapolis right now. We now have a reporter there. Earlier today, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz posted that his public safety team is working to get more information and urge people to remain calm. And moments ago, the mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Fry, said they are working to get ICE out of his state. A lot going on, or his city. Senior correspondent Mike Tobin is on the ground for us in South Minneapolis. Mike.
And the police tape is up right now. As you can see, it's a several block area behind me that is tied off. The tear gas has already been used because each time you get one of these ICE events or a Border Patrol scene, you get the protesters who descend on it. That has already happened here. The details we know thus far is that the person who was shot is a woman. We don't really know much.
Watching to.
All right.
Can I also say real quick, too, real fast? One thing all these people, I think, fail to understand what this means culturally. If you just let everybody in and who cares if they're legal or not, like if you look at the country as a team, we've got a mission statement. As a team, here's where we want to go. Doesn't matter your race, creed, whatever. That's not what's important. If you believe in the mission statement of as a team, here's where we want to go. When you allow in tons of illegal people who share none of your values, who have no desire to assimilate, what happens is now you start getting an overwhelming population of people pulling in 20 different directions that is not towards your mission statement. The world that these people are going to get, I don't think they're fully understanding. Especially for women, your rights are going to go out the fucking window the minute that population is larger than you, and it's happening. I'm just I'm going to laugh my ass off if this continues, that the same people who are rallying for this are going to get the world that they're basically rallying for, and watch out when that happens.
It definitely seems like we're on that trajectory right here, for sure. Mally, Kay, well, I would love to hear your thoughts on looking at this from afar and just seeing, these things that are happening in real time. Floor is yours. Your thoughts on these things.
I'm just sick of the left. That's where I'm at. I'm just fed up with the left at this point. I have no problem saying that completely publicly. It's like it's constant attacks on people, and I'm sick of hearing people trying to justify anything that they're doing.
Yeah.
It's radicals on one side. That's what it is.
Yeah. No, I fully agree with like what you and what Phoenix were saying about like I'm waiting for the extreme right to be on the news. Like, because I've been called extreme right. I'm sorry if you don't like the way I yell at a camera. That is incomparable to the countless news stories that are breaking every single day about people being killed or harmed or harassed about their beliefs. I mean, I was called a grandma killer because I didn't want to wear a piece of paper over my mouth. There's only one side of the aisle that has extreme beliefs and extreme tendencies and is willing to act on those things in an extreme way. You can get extremely passionate people. That is not the same as extremely violent people. But I mean, they've already shown that they don't understand the difference between violence and hurt feelings. So it's all a blur for them. That's why they treat us like that.
Well, that was the beauty. They made sure to weaponize speech. So their response to is that your words are violence. Your words, obviously, no, I don't feel this way, but your words quote, are inspiring others. So that that was the loophole they found. It was beautiful. They took ownership of language.
Right. And now they can justify the tranny that killed Charlie Kirk or others doing the exact same thing because words are violence. Right.
I just go back to, once again, my big cardinal sin is I know what a man is and I know what a woman is. And like, because of that, I am seen as, far right by people who are who are the most left of all left. And I know my thoughts are reasonable and common sense. But when you see this amount of fraud that's taking place, it really, it's like the goalposts keep shifting here, where you go like, 5 years ago, everyone goes like, yeah, fraud is bad. Right. And now we're at a point to where you're like, well, fraud is okay if you have brown skin that are not from the United States and you are looking to level the playing field.
Hey, wait, that's me. Can I go do it?
1,000. I bet in Canada, they just have a giant cash register for you.
Perfect. I'm gonna go find it.
Right? Bet it's out there waiting for you.
No,
So look,
it's
go
the
ahead, Gabe.
it's just insane. Like the amount of common sense things that are now considered just like radical right wing is insane to me. I've been called all sorts of names under the sun for as long as I can remember. It's been at least 10 years now, and I just don't care what labels they put on me. We're not the ones assassinating people in the streets, so don't care.
And I would say
and
stop. I'm sorry, continue.
No, and I was just going to say, like, you know, there's things that all of us have probably said that if God forbid something happened to one of us tomorrow, they would pull that up and be like, yeah, well, she said this or he said this. And that's the thing that disgusts me. And we saw that with Charlie. And that's why I'm just so like, I don't know. I'm just not afraid to say this because it's just, they're going to say, I've seen how people treat Erica. I've seen how people treat Charlie and how they get away with it on the internet. And it disgusts me. It purely disgusts me. You're not a human to me with some of the things that people are saying. So
yeah,
I'm just tired of this like both sides thing. No, it's one side.
It definitely looks that way. And I'll tell you what's interesting about this is, I don't know if you saw this. This is a post from Wall Street Apes. They said a Somali man named Mohammed took the podium in Maine to deliver a warning to the Democrats. If you keep talking about the fraud taking place, the entire voting community will abandon Democrats. He actually says this. And let's see what he had to say here.
My name is Mohammed. I'm speaking today on behalf of the Somali community in Lewiston. Some of you sitting here today, we voted for you. We elected you to protect our community interests, not creating division or go after one elected member from our community. If this narrative continues, our community will be forced to re-examine our relationship or political relationship, including our relationship with the Democratic Party and who will be voting in the future. This is not a threat.
This is not a threat.
You're so dumb.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's just blatantly out there. Hey, if you keep looking at us, you won't have a job anymore. Just giving heads up on that, you know. And like I said, I don't care. I don't care if they're Somali or Minnesotan. I could care less if money is getting spent somewhere. And once again, that's going to make me, people are going to take that and go, "Oh my God, you're so racist." Like, no,
this is all so annoying to me. Listen, I know everyone on this panel here. You're all great people and quite lovely looking too, might I add. But what I want to add to this is. The problem is that I guarantee you that if someone I'll speak for myself, on my side of the aisle, that someone made a video and showed some pretty alarming evidence of fraud, I would not be trying to go out of my way to damage that person's character, not the journalist. I'd go, no, I kind of want to look into this. I don't like that there's fraud here. And we would all agree, I would imagine, let's investigate that because we want that shit out of our party or out of that our affiliation or whatever. Of course, because that's outside of our mission statement. Would anyone here object if it was on our side, white, black, brown, whatever, or political affiliation? Would anyone change their opinion of what fraud is? The answer is, I imagine, no, correct?
No. Fraud is fraud. Call it out.
Bingo.
Yep. Call out your own
Bingo.
side. I don't think my own side is perfect either. There's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with on my side either. It doesn't matter. Just call out the truth.
No, the funniest part is that there is now such a stereotype of, oh, you're racist, you're this, you're that. No, our side just doesn't typically do the shit that you guys do. So we're forced to call you out more often than our side. But I promise you, just like you were saying, we would call out our own guys in a heartbeat. We would, it's not even like turning on that. It's like, no, if you're going to be a shit person and do something wrong or break the law, like you deserve to be caught. It doesn't matter who you are. You're not above the law.
I think that's the difference for sure. It's not turning a blind eye to things. And
I think that's the old left too. It has been taken over by radicals. But I think most normal people, they don't like fraud. They want to get rid of that.
All right, we could talk about this silliness and shootings involving this. Kirsha actually posted this over on X. Says violent leftists have attacked ICE in multiple cities now. Deranged politicians' rhetoric has incensed their people to perpetrate these incidents, trying to blame ICE for being attacked as wild. Their presence is sorely needed. Disgusting, but expected behavior from Frey. This is the mayor of Minneapolis here. We're demanding ICE to leave the city immediately. We stand rock solid with our immigrant and refugees community right here. I'm tired. You talked about the idea of changing language. This idea of an immigrant, right? People are forgetting one giant word when it comes to this. That's illegal, right? The illegal immigrants. Like if you're doing it the right way, once again, there has to be law and order. There has to be law and order. And I think that's the thing that these people don't want. They don't want law and order. They just want a free for all people to go crazy on. And if there's no law and order, you don't have anything else. Anything else. So what a mess. What an absolute fucking mess. And honestly, I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. I think we all see that. Adam says, that's what's happening to Iran. The liberal left voted radicals in and lost everything. Iran was the richest nation in the Middle East back in the 60s and 70s. Mark Reality says, Skoda said Donald J. Trump has to use regular forces first. Mark Reality says, keep in mind, regular forces means airborne and Marines in lieu of the National Guard. Does the name Fallujah mean anything to these guys? Adam says, hey, Greg, if that tip was full Bitcoin, you got $91 million. I think you're set. That'd be great. That'd be really, really good. And I'd appreciate that. Let's do. We have this from Jewish as fuck. Says, I don't believe in racism. It's a made up word, belongs in the same place in my mind as Santa Claus and the clitoris. Thank you, Jewish as fuck. Appreciate that. Hippie Tree Hugger with 500 kicks says, want Democrats to do something about fraud, get rid of Act Blue, because without funding, Democrats have nothing. Right there. All right. We will get to the Midget Menace says, I don't mean to hijack the conversation, but I have a question for Mally, being the authority of all things mouse. Why all of a sudden are we hearing about deaths at Disney when historically they've been so secretive? It's a good question. We talked about one yesterday.
Oh yeah, interesting. Honestly, because 20 years ago, not everybody had a high-powered cell phone that could capture everything that's going on and post about it in 6 seconds. So, back then they were, I think, more enabled to like hide it, hush hush, get them to the hospital and pronounce him dead outside of the grounds. But nowadays, you see somebody like the Haunted Mansion lady. There was a lady that went into Haunted Mansion. I think she was an elderly person and like had some kind of medical issue inside and came out deceased, like a heart attack or something. And of course, everybody's going to see that. Everybody's going to be filming when there's a gurney going through the park, whatever's happening. You can't really stop how fast things like that get up online now, unfortunately. And so I think that's the way it's being more heard about. So
I think it's very fair and realistic for sure. Yeah. Taryn, the Black, says the sentiment in the Black community is to not stand up for the Somalian community. They made it clear that they think Black Americans are beneath them. To y'all. And Montez, thank you very much, Taryn the Black. Appreciate your support. John says, do you take Hawk Tua coin, Craig? We take whatever Rumble wallet takes. I don't think Hawk Tua coin is high on their list.
Does it exist anymore?
I don't know. I still think we should totally just go in and create a fake crypto like coin one time, just for fun. Just everybody knows that it's never going to be used, but it'd just be like a fun fundraising thing.
A normal coin.
Yeah, the normal coin. That's right. All right, let's go and move on to something different, a little more lighthearted here. A little more lighthearted before we get on to we do have some big news today. Looking forward to sharing with you. We'll get to that here in just a second. Everybody loves snacks, and hey, let's talk snacks here as good news. Okay, I know you are huge when it comes to Oreos, right?
Nope, don't like them.
Oh.
My community forces me to eat them a whole box on stream.
Oh, well,
I don't like them.
Maybe you'll be into this, as Reese's Oreos are now a permanent product. What do you think about the idea of Reese's peanut butter inside the Oreo? I think this sounds like a great thing.
I will try it because I love Reese's. I love peanut butter, but I just find the Oreo cookie itself to be pretty mid is the problem.
Ooh.
So I don't know. I'll try it. I think I'll like it more than the original Oreo.
The Oreo cookie being mid.
Yeah, it's
is
gross.
a wild statement to actually say out loud.
Yeah.
No, I'll jump on that train.
Oh wow. Okay. Fire away.
Oh no! But this makes sense. Mally doesn't like chocolate. She's retarded. It's fine.
Labs
I get
knows.
it.
Okay. Hey,
But
but I
makes
actually had a
sense.
breakthrough recently. I discovered a chocolate chip kind of cookie that I love, and I literally have eaten so many of them, and I made a whole batch for Christmas this year. Salted caramel chocolate chip.
Oh,
That sounds good.
yeah. Now we're talking.
I want chocolate.
Yeah.
You sure do, Blabs. Well, hold on.
I'm looking right at it at my desk.
Blabs, you can have chocolate right now. Go ahead.
I won't do it.
Why?
I won't.
Why?
Do it.
Because I got a zit on my nose.
You're not gonna have chocolate because you got a zit on your nose.
That's right. Until it
Greg,
goes
they are
away.
related.
It does make you break out when you have too much sugar.
Well,
I'm
having
very
a
sensitive
sing-
to chocolates and sweets and stuff, so that's why I don't ever eat stuff.
having a
But I
single
got
piece of
pistachio
chocolate.
and I love pistachio. Oh, it's so tragic.
Blabs,
It's a withdrawal.
Blabs, go ahead. We'll just sit here
No,
and wait.
no, I can't because this camera is too high tech and you'll see the chocolate in my teeth. So I gotta brush my teeth.
Blabs,
I won't do it, Craig. I
have the
won't.
chocolate.
No.
Do it.
Do you
Bro,
like my
that's
trolls?
wild. Like you're worried about your teeth, and I stuff my face on stream and don't
Yeah, no, I
care.
don't do that.
Honestly, I do too.
I don't. I'm a lady, that's why.
A lady that likes trolls.
That's right. And I'm a troll, so it works.
Blabs, I'll just sit here and wait till you put that chocolate in your mouth.
I'm not doing it, Craig. We're gonna have a whole stream of just staring
Do
at
it.
labs. So do you come here often?
Craig, you will lose this.
I know. I know. All right. Well, there you go. Good news for everybody except for Kay and maybe Blabs that the Reese's Oreo
I'd
is
try
good.
it. I would definitely try it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever tried it. The Reese's Oreo before.
No, neither have I. Must
I'm
have been
always
pretty
afraid
popular.
of like dying from the terrible chemicals that are in that stuff. So, you know?
They are vegan though. I remember hearing that.
I don't give a fuck. That means they're just plastic. Ugh.
Oreo
What about
cookies
trying
are
to
Yeah,
do
vegan.
your own?
AKA terrible. See, when I say they're mid, they're like it's just chemical. There's nothing there.
But
Hey.
chemicals.
There we go.
You like chugging chemicals?
I mean, technically speaking, everybody does that all the time because we live in America and food.
Craig, is there anything that you actually have to stay away from because if you literally have one, that box or bag, whatever, is finished?
Yeah. Everything.
Yeah, I mean, have you not seen this man eat? I opened up the bag of M&Ms and he almost ate it all by himself, and it was like a big bag of M&Ms.
Any snack, chips. You know what my weakness is, and I have some. I got some for Christmas. I have not had one, and it's been so hard. I love red vines.
Wow.
I love and those taste like plastic shit, and I love them.
I love plastic
I like
shit.
licorice.
I love red vines. Probably they got to be fresh. They got to be fresh red vines that you can just kind of and they're so much better than Twizzlers. Don't ever come at me talking about Twizzlers are better than red vines. I will fight you. I will stab you like I stab a nun. All right, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna get stabbed because I don't really understand the difference between the two.
One is good. The other one tastes like dog shit.
I really like the candied licorice, you know, where they're coated with sugar on the outside, it's licorice on the inside. Oh my god. Especially the really good ones that don't have all the crap and chemicals inside of them. They're super
See, I
expensive. but
definitely don't understand the difference between red vines and Twizzlers, but I also don't understand the difference between Coke and Pepsi because I'm not a soda drinker. So
Mally and Kay are like opposite diets.
This entire
I have like water and
man.
lemonade only. I know.
No, that's good. That's good that you do that. But man, Coke.
But
and
I
Pepsi
wouldn't be
taste
able to
very
tell you the
different.
difference. If you blindfolded me and had me taste test it, I would not be able to tell you which is which.
Really?
No, yeah, I'd just be like, oh, that's like probably a Coke or a Pepsi. Like it's a soda. I can tell it's a soda.
Coke is
That's
like
fair.
sharper, but in like a good way.
Yeah.
See, I
Pepsi's
don't
the most subtle.
understand this.
The glass bottle, you know, the pure cane sugar Coca-Cola, that's top
Oh,
tier.
peak.
Top tier.
In the glass bottles, it tastes much better.
Mm-hmm. Let's
All right,
all
we
go
have-
to Mexico and we'll go get some.
Go to Mexico.
Yeah.
Or Rome. Rome actually has great soda, Coke. Great.
Rome.
Yeah.
Just
Why are you
only
guys
Rome,
That's
so
the
rest
best
of
Coke
Italy
I've ever
no.
had.
Your soda.
Wow. Okay.
I know. I was talking about the white stuff, but I imagine the sodas there are good too. Thank you.
George says Newman's owns are far better than Oreos.
Yeah, I like Newman's. They're healthier too.
All right,
Yeah,
chat.
they have the figs. Fig Newtons, I think they're called.
What is the best snack, cookie, whatever? Throw it out in the chat, please, by all means. By the way, just as we divulge into snack talk here for a second, spawned on by the Oreo conversation. This is kind of the way we wanted to go with the show, was like the first hour to kind of be that hard story and then just kind of have a bunch of fun topics the second hour. So let us know your thoughts on this.
I want to interject real fast.
Yes.
For mine, it is the red Chips Ahoy, the soft, chewy ones. That I can have an entire. I have one. I have the entire bag, as well as bagels. And you might be saying, Phoenix, how many bagels have you had in a single day? Answer: 16 in an hour.
Wait, in an hour?
Where does it go? In your big toe?
Yeah, 16. I was on a film shoot, and I'm like, guys, you need to put these fucking bagels away because your boy Phoenix is going to eat all of them. Like, okay, why don't you try? 16, and no one had a bagel that day. Just your boy Phoenix.
Wait.
Bagels are so dense. How did you
I-
have room for that?
So pizza and bagels, I don't know why. There's some weird science in my body. I do not get full of. So you could give me, and I'm not kidding, like 6
I've
pies
seen
of
it.
pizza and could keep going. It's not an issue.
Okay.
It's true. He finished my pizza.
Here is the thing. Here's what we're doing, and I'm just letting you know this. Next time we get together, whether it's at a house, whether it's in Florida, whether it's where, it's just going to be the Phoenix pizza stream. And what we'll do is just like with White Tyson, is they will be able to add pizza to the list, right?
boy.
Like it'll be like a slice of pie, right? For every Rumble Premium or whatever, or something along those lines. I think that this sounds great and wonderful. And
there is no limit. The Pizza Hut pizza, however, there's some weird chemical in it that does fill me up. But if you get standard pizza parlor pizza, it's endless.
Okay.
I feel like I'm pickier about my pizza. I can't just get it from any part. Like I'm picky. I couldn't just do any place and devour it. I can devour pizza though.
Oh, you're a pizza snob?
Oh yeah.
Okay, not me. I love all pizza. I'll if it's like it can be cardboard. You throw some sauce and a little bit of cheese on it, and I'll eat it. I don't care.
I mean, listen, I'm a pizza snob, but like that doesn't mean that it has to be like standardly like Michelin pizza. Like no, like I'm just saying like I have certain ones that I indulge in, and I make mine. Yeah, that's true. Somebody in the chat reminded me. Yeah, I like mine the most because it's homemade.
I like how you have to be reminded that you make your own pizza. Like, oh
I
yeah, I
make
do
stuff
do
now,
that.
so I forget what I make.
Labs, outside of Guam, people just don't make their own food all day. Like people actually do eat out and order food from places.
What a revelation! Thank you for letting me know.
Well, I'm just letting you know. Like, yes, I mean, I also
Where'd
have
this
made
come
my own
from?
pizza. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I've made my own pizza as well, but I forgot about it too. You
I
know?
would
It's
forget
not-
about your pizza too if I were you.
I make my
Blabs.
own grilled cheese sandwiches constantly, all the time.
Blabs, I think it's been well established, and thank you for that, Phoenix. It's been well
revelation.
established that my pizza making is vastly superior to yours.
That's so cute. Wow.
Maybe we'll have a pizza eating contest the pizza making contest the same day that Phoenix does his pizza eating contest.
Oh, yeah, I could also add cereal, by the way. I could have 18. I'm not
You're
kidding.
a
Could have
cereal
18.
boy. You're
Yeah.
a grain boy. That's what you are. You like your dough. You like your cereal.
I don't
grain
ever
boy.
eat it, but yeah.
Oh, I
Alright.
know what I
Grain
could
friends.
endlessly eat. I was thinking about it this whole time.
I had
French
banana
fries.
cereal.
Oh.
French fries?
French
Pretty good.
fries, I could eat. And it does not matter if it's the McDonald's ones
Mhm.
or if it's homemade ones. I don't like In-N-Out fries though.
Okay.
They're flavorless. But if they're good fries, I could eat baskets upon baskets of fries. I would.
Last night I had a big bowl of banana cereal. It's heavenly.
All right, so me and Mally are just going to eat like fucking pigs and just keep eating.
Let's go. I love that. That'd be a funny stream. We give Mally fries, we give Phoenix pizza, and we just see who stops first. I have a feeling
She'll lose.
Mally will lose. Yes.
Yeah.
I have a feeling so. You're already starting off with something more ambitious than me by going for like a whole pizza rather than a basket of fries. So I feel like
He's
I've
a
already
human
lost.
garbage disposal. If you don't want to finish your food, you just give it to him.
And Mally you weigh like 12 pounds. So I think that Phoenix has
wet.
you beat. Yeah.
So
Calling me fat, hurtful.
I know. That's exactly what I did. Actually, was I called you fat while telling Mally how much she weighs right there. Magnus says, "Howdy, side scrollers and guests. Currently can't catch the show live due to working in the morning for about a month. So I promptly saying Blabs is fired for every gaming history this month. Montez, thank you, Magnus." B Barrett says, "Kay's right. Oreos are nasty."
Yeah.
Yeah, Commodore fans. My late uncle was a distributor for Nabisco, so we got a lot of free cookies back in the day. And I agree, Oreos are just mid. Give me chewy Chips Ahoy.
I like Nutter Butters. Those are good, you know.
You shouldn't admit that on the internet.
No, those are good. No,
Nutter
Butters are hella good.
1
dog.
hour, 20 minutes. And
Why? Why is that something to timestamp? I just like
I
Nutter
don't even
Butters.
understand that.
Because I said I like nut. Like what?
Whoops. Well, now it's time stamped
well,
again.
that's now, yeah. Now you
I
made
like
it worse.
peanuts. Okay.
Like, I like putting nut in my mouth.
Pistachios, walnuts.
Oh, we're leaning into it, huh?
Pecan, all of them.
Blabs, the reason why is because I can
Pecan? No, back up. What did you just say?
Pecan.
yes, okay.
So
Listen.
good. Oh my
No, it is
god.
pecan.
No,
Roasted.
I'm not
Whoa!
even.
Are you a pecan hater?
No, I'm upset at the way she said it.
No, they're gonna say
Mally Boo.
pecan. Pecan. No, it's pecan. It's clearly pecan.
Like British or
pecan, bro.
something? Like what is the pronunciation?
Pecan.
Pecan.
Yeah, pecan.
That's what I
Pecan
said.
upsets me.
Well,
What is
Mally,
that,
just gonna have to
pecan?
deal with
I say
it. Not
pecan.
everybody's gonna be like
Mally,
you.
what are you gonna say? Are you gonna say process instead of process, which is how you're supposed to say
Y'all
it?
are hooked, like
Do you
hung
say
up on me
garage?
saying processed. What is that?
All right, I'm gonna
garage or like
All right, hold
schedule
on.
instead of
I gotta
schedule.
I gotta bring us back in. All right, we're all over the
Pecans are
place.
awesome.
Anarchy.
I want to let you know that there's a video from 9 years ago about how do you say pecan or pecan, and that has 156,000 views. So this is definitely not a normal a regular conversation. Here we go. This guy is going to let us know.
Pecans differently. Something that was very interesting is that they pronounce pecans differently than we do. Well, and most of the time when I grew up, I heard it pronounced pecan. Well, when I went out there, they called them pecans. And one of the old members of one of the wards, she just thought it was hilarious because when she moved there, she told her neighbor that she was gonna, go pick some pecans, from some of the trees and make something with it. And her neighbor looked at her really confused, and she said, pecans. And she's like, yeah, you have those trees everywhere around here. And she's like, oh, you mean pecans? And so,
yeah. Listen, I think it strictly comes down to dialect and where you
I'm
live.
glad that only has
Why?
161 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Why was that filmed like a super serious documentary?
That's a great question.
Hard
Great
hitting.
question. McLeod says the Oreos are turning the freaking frogs gay. Also, Blab should eat Olive Garden chocolate. Oh, now we're talking. That's the one thing Blabs truly doesn't understand is the after dinner mint. John says Bucky's beaver nuggets are my crack. I'll eat so much my left thumb gets numb. My left gets numb.
Probably arm.
Some-
Dude,
yes.
probably saying he's gonna have a heart
You
attack.
never know what it is.
I read left nut gets numb.
I was
I don't know
hearing
what's
that.
going
You got
on with my
nuts on the
brain.
brain, don't you, Kay?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
It is
there.
true.
Dr. Fraser Kane says Werther's Originals and those black and yellow Halloween candies are both better than Red Vines.
Hell yeah, dog.
Jake says Coca-Cola for life.
Incorrect.
No, it's what I
Tamamo
think.
says, I can't say
Incorrect.
I've ever understood the hype behind Oreo. They're so overrated. I love the classics, custard creams, bourbons, and a nice old digestive. Sorry, my British is showing. I don't even know what you just said
I don't know
there.
what that means.
Yeah. Dr. T. King says puppy Cheetos are just gone in my presence. Diet Coke with fountain thingy and white chocolate
Thingy.
from fountain thingy. Dangerous for the type since I am type 1 juvenile diabetic. Yeah, Dr. T is you probably don't want to eat those things. It's bad. And Jake says it's all about the double stuff, yo. All right, we'll get to the rest of your supers, direct donations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show, including Delta says saltwater taffy is my favorite, whether it's flavored or chocolate or super sweet like cotton candy. There you go.
That is the
Saltwater
good
taffy
stuff.
is pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
It's terrible because they have the worst ingredients for you ever, like these new ones and all that. But they're so.
But you got to go get it like from the beach. Like
The
that's
damn
the good
saltwater taffy.
What do you do? Make it at the beach, are you, Molly? Just on the spot? I need some saltwater taffy. Let me
I
get some
buy it
saltwater.
from the beach, you weirdo. I don't make homemade saltwater taffy.
I don't know. I've
Just
never
'cause
seen
she
saltwater
made a-
taffy at the beach before.
She
Really?
makes a pizza once, and you're like accusing her of making everything.
Well, she literally just said I get it at the beach. I'm like, who the hell buys Laffy
Cause
Taffy at the beach? I've
saltwater
never seen
taffy,
it.
Blabs.
Never seen it
Everybody.
at a beach before. Ever.
Really?
Really?
What
I've been to a
beaches
lot
do
of
you
beaches.
go to
East
in
Coast,
Guam?
West Coast, Australia. I never see salt taffy over there.
Okay, well, you
ever.
don't go to the right places.
Guess not.
Like when you say don't go to the right places, you mean anywhere with sand? Because
Yeah.
every beach I've ever been to has saltwater taffy
I
at it.
never see any.
That's
Look at
I-
Phoenix. He's confused too.
Yeah,
I've never seen this shit either.
Yep, never.
All right.
Have you been to a real beach?
Oh yeah.
I mean, y'all have been together, so there's that. You have been.
We've
to a beach
also been to a
together,
fucking beach, Molly. Yeah. What do you mean? We literally
There wasn't
gone
shops
together.
at that beach. I'm talking about like a. Come on.
Well,
Oh, you
I
mean a
wanna-
touristic beach?
Yes.
That's not a real beach. That's a touristic beach. The
No,
real
no,
ones
no.
are the cool ones, bro.
Blabs, we actually passed 3 saltwater taffy stores on the way to the beach there.
Yeah,
We
but
just
they
didn't-
weren't at the beach then, were they?
Okay.
Literally,
In the
that's-
vicinity, man. Like
Bla-
what?
Blabs literally
Next
wants somebody
time.
in the water.
Yeah.
She wants
Yes,
somebody
yeah.
in the water with
Make
a
me
fucking.
my
You remember
saltwater
we saw
taffy,
that
go.
boat ad? That's what Blabs wants. A boat saltwater taffy shop that's just gonna come floating
Yes!
up while she's looking
That's
for
what I
shells.
was thinking. It was by the docks or some shit. I'm like, where the hell do you see the saltwater taffy shops?
She wants
What?
Beetle from Wind Waker to show up in a boat and be
Yes.
like, "Come to my store and have water taffy." What?
What makes you think that these stores are gonna sit on literal waterfront? They'd be dead in 5 years.
How do you know?
Because a store can't survive on water, Blabs.
Yeah, they
Yep.
survive on the
This
ducks.
conversation is
Oh
still
my God.
going.
I know. I'm with you. Like, I don't know. Like, this is why I at a certain point, I'm just gonna have to start doing this and just like chopping them out and be like, I can't do this anymore. This is dangerous when we get these 3 together. Ladies, are we ready to come
I like
back?
capers also.
For the love
Listen,
of God.
I don't know
All
if I
right.
can be.
All right. Here's the thing. Kay, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So anyway, saltwater taffies on the.
Mally, how you doing?
I think I'm good now. Now there's
Everyone-
no problems.
Every-
Do you guys like capers?
God damn it.
All right. She's in timeout. Put her in timeout in the corner.
You
All right,
can't
well,
put me
we-
in timeout.
Yeah,
I
okay.
literally can do this. All right. Anyway, Kay likes capers. Do you guys like capers?
I don't think I've ever had a caper.
Girl, you gotta have a caper. They're good.
You gotta have a caper.
What's a caper? Is it?
Why is Phoenix leaving this conversation? This is very pivotal.
Well, now it's 4 women. Perfect. Done.
I guess.
Great
What
input
is
there,
a
Phoenix.
caper?
Thank you.
I feel like
What?
it's like
It's like those
is it
little salty
like a
things you
fruit,
put
or
on
is it
food.
I love
candy?
capers, bitches.
From the closed-mouthed,
From
uninterested
the chair
girl.
stream.
Yeah.
Anyway, no. How do you not know what a capers is?
I've never had one.
This is very sad.
Sis,
We're gonna have to
listen.
feed you a tub
You've
of
never
capers.
had saltwater taffy correctly, or seen
Yes,
it at
I
a
have.
beach,
But just
so-
because I haven't bought it from the docks doesn't mean
Where did
shit,
you get
Melly.
it?
I can't tell you because then it would be doxing. But
So
I've had the real
clearly,
deal.
only Guam has your saltwater taffy.
Shut up,
Why are
Finn.
you telling me this? What makes you think I have any interest in that at all?
All right, Phoenix. We're
Bitch.
just take a time. We gotta get the show back on the road here. And I'll tell you what, with the ladies out just for a minute, this actually gives us a good opportunity to tell you about a pretty big announcement we have for this year with the Real Game Awards. Now, look, ladies, just relax. Okay, we'll get you back in a second. Okay, but look, as we've been planning this thing, we've continuously asked ourselves about this year's edition of the Real Game Awards. How do we make sure that everybody who's actually showing up leaves saying like, holy shit, that was awesome? And with that said, Phoenix was like, hey, how about we do this? So I wanted to kind of turn it over to you, Phoenix, kind of lay out the vision and the direction we're going to go with this year.
Yeah, so we sat down as a team exactly as you said, Craig. And one thing that we were looking at what other award shows do, right? And some award shows have, like the Kilo one, have incredible production value. And then you have other ones, more independent ones, or like the GameStop one. And hey, you've got some really great scripted content and everything. It's like, But one thing that we kept looking at as trying to say, like, well, how do we differentiate ourselves and also give a great experience for people who are going to be coming out there? And like the one thing is that every show and every award show keeps failing to forget is the gamer. It's us. It's so much of it about pomp and circumstance for all the people who've done things in the industry and all that other stuff, which is amazing, and we should highlight that, of course. But it usually forgets the fun of it, and it forgets the gamer at heart. So we kind of like, well, what if we had a celebration of gamers? How about we do something that has the gamer at heart, the person. It's kind of like no one likes watching other people play games. You want to get in there with your friends and you want to get dirty playing the game with them and compete. And so we said, and I guess maybe this will lead up to what you're about to say, but it was like, hey, let's give an award show because that we want to celebrate obviously the achievements in gaming, but let's also bring that now back to the gamer and give them an experience where they're going to have an opportunity with us to be able to game together.
Yeah. So the big thing was doing it live. We talked about doing the award show live. And as we were formulating the show, we thought to ourselves, like, at its core, like almost half this show is just going to be people like staring at a screen, right? Like, because we're going to have a lot of remote folks. So it's like, how can we make that better? How can we make that even better? So the thought was, instead of risking like a messy live show, we're going to deliver a more polished version of the Real Game Awards this year, fully produced, fully edited, premiered with everybody in Dallas. And then the night doesn't change. It turns into something totally different. And it becomes what we're calling Video Armageddon, Phoenix, right here. So we're not just watching a show, you're actually participating in the event. So those who attend the Real Game Awards, you're going to get the show premiered to you first. Then after that, we're going to turn it into a giant game competition where somebody is going to win a one-of-one Real Game Awards Video Armageddon plaque, letting them know they are the winner. And only the people who are there will have an opportunity to compete in this. So you're seeing like King of the Couch, King of the Cart. This is Video Armageddon, and you get to be a part of it as part of the Real Game Awards, which is really, really good. So our big mission here is, how can we absolutely deliver? So when you buy a ticket to the Real Game Awards, you're going to get access. You get the show, you get the swag, you get your food and drink, and of course, the fun and tournament if you want to compete in it, which is
and awesome. If anyone remembers the movie The Wizard with Fred Savage, great movie. And if you remember at the end, because that was kind of our jumping off point, was if you look at that ending, how much fun it was to see that game on the huge big screen with the little sliding doors that reveal it and that competition. And we're like, yeah, why don't we do that? Let's actually bring that to life. To me, that is the most exciting part, is to actually hang with our actual people, get in there and have fun. To me, that's an event. Anyone else can have the pomp and circumstance, and here's the award, great. And you can be a spectator. Now you're not a spectator, you're a participant. You're interacting.
100%. And so this is going to be taking place February 23rd. If you want to come out, you're more than welcome. We'd love for you to come. You can pick up a ticket at therealgameawards.com. We have just a few left. And I'm going to be sending an email out this afternoon to everybody who's purchased a ticket or is a elite sponsor of the event, letting them have more details, where you can get a hotel if you're flying in. It's going to be on Monday, February 23rd. The event itself will be premiered at 7 p.m. And then after that, it's Video Armageddon. We're really excited about this. Think this is truly like a side scrollers event. It's not quote unquote just an award show, but it's going to allow us the opportunity to treat the award show with the respect it deserves, with the polish it deserves, and also give you guys a truly like memorable experience. And that's really, really important to us. So once again, we encourage you guys, if you're going to get a ticket, please do so by 2 Fridays from this Friday, which I believe is January 23rd. Yeah, so a month before the event, so we can then lock everything down. So anyways, we'd love for you guys to come out. It's our first live event with Side Scrollers. So if you want to come, love to meet you. Love to see you out there. It's going to be at Dave & Buster's in Dallas, Texas, February 23rd. We'll then premiere the Real Game Awards later that week for everybody on YouTube and Rumble and everywhere else. So you guys can still watch it online, which is great. And then we'll also take Video Armageddon and premiere that later on Side Scrollers Plus, which is good. So that's our plans for the Real Game Awards this year. And we're really excited about it. Would love to see you guys there. Like I said, we think the value of the $150 asking price is definitely there for not just the show, but the support for the brand, the food, the swag, and everything else associated with it. So it's going to be great. Going to be a really good time. And we'll definitely have a lot of content creators there hanging out with you. So, and we'll give you more information about that. So that's the plans for the Real Game Awards. We're really excited for this year, and hopefully you guys come on out. Anything else, Phoenix, before we wrap on that?
No, I'm just excited to be playing some games with people. Like, that's what I'm excited to actually meet everyone, shake some hands, and play some great games. Like, that's what really excites me about this.
Hell yes. All right. Let's go ahead and take a breath and move on to our next story. And in doing so, bring back the ladies. Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
You set me up for the Belvinas, sorry.
Just put them right in the middle there. There we are. Yeah. Are we going to be able to coexist today without talking about pistachios or saltwater taffy?
I had a smoothie.
Oh, good, Blaz.
Clearly we can't.
You're no longer hangry?
Yeah, I was starting to get hangry, so I got my Greek yogurt, strawberry banana.
I could tell. All right, anyways,
banana cake.
let's go ahead and check this out here. Oh, by the way, apparently we do have video of the woman ramming the ice thing. Do we want to see this?
Sure.
Do we want to see that?
Can we show it is more my concern. I
I don't see any shots being fired in this. But let's go ahead and check this out really quick. This is a video, and then we'll move on to our next story here, which should be good. Here we are. All right. Video shows the moment the woman tried to run over ICE agents here in Minneapolis, in Minnesota, resulting in her being shot. Tim Waltz calls ICE the Gestapo, is exactly why this stuff happens. Here it is.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood! Outdoor.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
What the fuck is it? You tried to kill somebody.
Dude, you did a murder for what?
You did a murder for what? Well,
yeah, I thought that's what he said.
For attempted murder themselves.
Yeah.
For self-defense.
So fucking stupid.
We all see the same thing there. Why is everybody yelling what the fuck like the guy's shooting at her wrong?
The entitlement, I think, for these people, the idea that they want to protest and get in the way and literally cause violence, and then when violence gets rightfully put upon them for trying to run over people,
yeah,
they're like, it's like lighting a fucking match, burning down a forest, and then going like, I don't even know what the fuck, I didn't,
Yeah.
It's the arrogance, I think, is the thing that's most amazing about that.
Yeah.
So
true.
All right. Hey, real quick. Thanks to Dez for sending her audience from Rumble and Kick over to us. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you're new, make sure you hit the follow button wherever you're tuning in. Thank you. Sunderstiller just came in with 5, says pistachio.
Wholeheartedly agree. Yes.
The Tamamo says, what is saltwater taffy? It's like salted caramel. Please educate me. No, I won't just Google. Tell me.
Think like Willy Wonka. You remember the Wonka stuff?
You know, it's funny that you spoke up about that when you don't even know what it is.
The
Great points, Mally.
Laffy Taffies? Yeah. They're like the saltwater taffies
The
and
fact
Laffy Taffies.
that
They're
you
very
think
similar.
Laffy Taffy is similar to saltwater taffy,
We are still
no,
having this
they're not.
conversation.
No, they're not.
Okay,
No, they're not.
Okay, they're very
they're not.
similar.
No,
except
saltwater
one's
taffy
round
is a
and one's a
soft,
rectangle, and
chewable
one's super
candy,
cheap, and one's
and
more expensive. This
Blabs,
is sad, Mally.
Blabs, I'm gonna fight
Mally,
you.
you're very sad right now.
No, you're being sad right now because you don't understand. You think
They're
Laffy
very
Taffy,
similar.
this hard little piece of fucking plastic, is the
They're
same
the cheap
as a
version.
nice.
They're not the same, but they're very similar.
I will admit maybe they're of the same family.
So we're on the
like
same
there's
mind.
a
All
cheap
right,
ass
awesome. Thank
version,
you
but
for
that
proving
is,
my point.
about as cheap as they get, and it's not saltwater. That's for sure. If you want to
Duh.
relate them because they're both called taffy, then that's fine. But one is like awful, and the other one is actually good. Thank Weird.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything the last 20 minutes. I don't like to apologize for things, but I will not tolerate saltwater taffy slander, which is exactly what we've seen here. And Blab's inability to understand that just because something's called taffy doesn't mean it's actual taffy is the same idea of you going in and saying that Pizza Hut pizza is the same as pizza. Isn't that right, Blabs?
But that's not what I said.
Yeah,
I
you
said
did.
they're very similar. One's really, really cheap version of the other version.
Okay, anyways. All right, let's go. Just no, it's not.
They're not similar. They're not similar.
You literally admitted it, Mally.
I said you could associate them in a
hey, look,
same
Blabs.
family.
Phoenix has his
Phoenix
own.
has some saltwater taffy for you. That's good.
the gross stuff.
All right, let's go. Can we just take a breath here and just relax, ladies? I know that saltwater taffy is a very passionate
Superior.
topic. Yes. But hey, here we are. And look at this. Twertmine says Olive Garden is real Italian food. When you then you retarded
Good
bitch.
Lord.
Wow.
Okay. Thanks for your $5, Homie G.
Twertmine, thank you very much. Appreciate that. It says a commenter event says I'm at the beach a lot in Charleston, South Carolina. There's saltwater taffy at all tourist trap surf shops that with tacky overpriced merch. This is 100% right.
It's a boardwalk treat.
Jeg says this show goes off the rails in the best way. I love you guys. Thank you very much, Jegs.
So I will die on this hill.
Hillbomb said, it's very obvious. Yes, you are very passionate about this. All right, let's go ahead and move on, shall we, to this final piece of AI media. Now, look, we've talked openly. We will be using AI on our channel, with our brand. If you're not using AI, you're probably going to be left behind. It is a tool that you have to use. And we're going to get into why AI is going to be taking over here in the next 2 to 3 years. Like I saw a video of a guy talking about it. It was like, if you have a job behind a computer screen in the next 2 to 3 years, your job will be obsolete. Like that's just the reality of it, just with AI. But yes, but we saw this post. This has 6.5 million views over on X. It says Nintendo took 40 years to give us the Legend of Zelda movie. I made this in 5 days on a $300 budget. It looks like a $300 million blockbuster. Let me show you how you made this. And this is obviously just a promotional tool for this thing here. But I have not watched this. Has anybody watched the Legend of Zelda AI trailer?
I was waiting for today. Let's do it.
Okay, let's all watch this together.
He said he'd return. That he was searching for something. But now, I'm all alone. And I don't have his courage.
Breath of the Wild slop. Get out of here.
Oh, wow. You're just going straight in on the story now?
Well, this is the Breath of the Wild enemy, and I just instantly get turned off by Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild, so.
Okay. All right. Well, let's
I'll
continue
keep watching.
here.
I'll be nice.
If you can make it through your distinct hate for Breath of the Wild, we will, but let's go ahead
You've ruined the entire series. Let's continue.
As a matter of fact, let's just go and rewatch this entire scene for Kay.
Oh.
Oof.
Why is there a bloody doll? Too violent for Zelda, in my opinion.
Gives you strength.
Appreciate that Ganon's turned into Ivan Drago. That's good.
Please, find Link.
Okay.
Oh, there's little things that are irking me in that. I think it's impressive that AI can put that together, but I don't care about violence in video games or anything, but for Zelda, that was like a bit excessive for what Zelda normally is. And also, isn't Link left-handed? And he was using his right hand.
I appreciate the details that you noticed there.
I clearly have autism.
Yeah, and that's great. Phoenix, you're the guy who you're big on. Well, I guess you're not super big on AI, but you tolerate it, and I appreciate that. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, look, there's no question that's extremely impressive. It's extremely impressive, and what's great about this particular thing is I'm sure it speaks to a lot of fans. I think any Zelda fan that doesn't have autism would appreciate kind of what they just saw there. And it's exciting for them, I would imagine, to be able to see their properties done right to an extent, right? I mean, I do understand get rid of the violence and stuff like that, give them a left hand, obviously. But yeah, these tools allow people to finally, I think they would argue that they can get their properties back done the right way. They've seen what Hollywood does with it. They've seen the agenda injected in it. And here you have tools now that can give you the ability to see things done right. I'm going to stay away from all the horrible things, but that would be my positive with what I just saw. And very impressively done. Extremely well done.
Mally, any thoughts on the AI? I mean, go ahead. Get your thoughts, Mally, on that first.
Well, I'm not versed enough on Zelda or Legends of Zelda as a whole to like be able to be autistically breakdowning of it.
But I actually appreciate that because as somebody who's not, if you saw that, would that intrigue you at all?
I feel like it was somewhat interesting and also somewhat like something's off here, and like that's the AI feel, I guess, is because we're definitely tuned to be like looking out for it now. But in general, kind of like you were saying, like off the bat, I am impressed that this came from AI because I feel like a lot of what we see on a day-to-day basis is kind of just like slop that is so obviously AI. And so this was kind of a cool example, just like Phoenix was saying, like of the tools that we have, like of what we are capable of doing. This is in our hands now. And so we can use those things to make that. I think that's kind of cool, especially comparing it to like the fact that most people don't like what Hollywood's putting out now. It gives us a chance to do it our way. But definitely the cheaty way to do it. Like I am a fan of the traditional method of making movies, so this was a good quick way to get an idea of what we could make out, if that makes sense.
I just go back to, you remember the Will Smith eating spaghetti thing from a couple of years ago and how much that's improved over the course of the last several years. I mean, here's a great example here. This is 3 years later. Here is Will Smith eating spaghetti in 2023 compared to 2025. And you can kind of see the differences between the two. And that's 3 years.
Yeah.
So in 3 years from now, I'm going to be very intrigued to see what that Zelda trailer looks like.
Right.
I mean, it's going to be get exponentially better, just like you see here. I mean,
yeah.
I also,
the one on the right would trick your grandparents. Like that's how much better it's gotten.
Right. And the one on the left would trick your waterhead cousin over there, which is good.
Greg, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite kind of is like Back to the Future a favorite?
Yeah, let's just say Back to the Future. Or I like Ocean's 11. You're talking about favorite films. Yeah.
So let's say, what would you rather see? No right or wrong answer here. Mm-hmm. If you could make the Ocean's 11 or Back to the Future sequel that you want to see, that you wanted to see,
well, let's just say for those, I don't want any sequels, but let's just say for The Wizard, right? We did a modern day version of The Wizard, right? Something like that. Okay, I'm sorry, continue.
Well, it's of an established property. They're going to make a movie of X that you're interested in. Mm-hmm. Would you prefer to see the story and actors that you want in it versus what a studio put together? What would you choose out of that? And it will look perfect, because I'm going to get to a point on that. I'm just curious what you would choose.
Yeah. So if hypothetically, if we saw a sequel to The Wizard, the 1989 classic The Wizard, featuring Fred Savage and those actors, and let's just say hypothetically, you could keep Fred Savage as 13-year-old Fred Savage or however old he was then and do another movie. And to be clear, I think Fred Savage signs off on this. Like, he's okay with his likeness and stuff, and they use his voice. Like, everything's there and that's up in order. I think that's a big part of it, right? Well,
it doesn't have to be, because you could be in it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I just want to know, like, do you, like, if you could just see your version of something or what everyone else is, that this is a final thing, you can't change it, obviously, because it was made by a studio. Which of those would you prefer? You get to pick the game that, you know, the character plays at the end. You're getting to pick the actors that you want to see in it. Which do you prefer to see?
Well, I mean, I'd want to pick what I want as opposed to what some
so
studio
now if
wants.
everyone is doing that, there's no more sitting in that Marvel slop you all love, the end game when everyone cheers at that retarded dialogue. So when everyone cheers at that, there's a combined group of people that have a cultural experience. It's something that they can't wait to go and see and experience together. When you island off everyone's culture, there is no unifier. And then you go, well, then who is making the culture? The answer is a machine.
Yeah.
So no one shares anything anymore. Nothing. And what does that mean? That means your music is no longer shared. Your clothing is no longer shared. Your hairstyle, every single thing is gone. And everyone just sits in their bubble and sees their thing. Contemplate what that means as a society when everyone just stares at their own thing and nothing is shared as a unifier. There's nothing. There's no team. There's no thing that we agree, like, there's our American values or there's what we want to see. It's just you in your own little narcissism seeing your thing. And then if that's the case, then how are you ever exposed to another unique perspective? How are you ever exposed to something new? You're just sitting in your bubble with your brain doing that one thing. How does a team operate when everyone is an island?
Yeah, I totally understand that. Totally get that premise right there. And I think what you're going to see is I do think AI will reach a point to where what you're saying happens. I think it'd be very naive to think that's not the case, where they say, oh, look, we want to make a Zelda movie where Mally's Zelda and Blabs is the female. Link,
Disney
right?
signed off on this. I'm pretty sure that they've already seen that as the future.
Yeah. I don't think you're wrong, but I think ultimately the audience and consumer will decide. But I guess it's one of the, like if you were to, let's just say Disney had a stable of actors, and this is really Black Mirror shit, but let's just say Disney had a stable of actors and you could choose your favorite actor for that role. Instead of saying, hey, Tom Holland's going to be Spider-Man, you could say that Mally Mouse is going to be Spider-Man because she signed with Disney.
Stranger Things is you and your friends. Because fuck, who even need? Because the actor is gone now. It's you and your friends or Stranger Things. Give me 5 seasons of me and my group doing this.
Yeah, man, that's crazy to think about.
It's narcissism, the society, and I can tell you, if you look at history, not a single society has ever worked when the culture is islanded, and you can see this time and time and time again. So it's just something to consider, something to think about in the back of your head.
I need to get in on that and start signing folks their likenesses so we can then sell it all to these big movie companies and everyone can make some sweet Bitcoin. Hey, speaking of making sweet money, Hippie Tree Hugger gifted 5 subs over on Kick. Hippie Tree Hugger, thank you so much. If you are on Kick and you got a sub, I need you to just say thanks right there. And we appreciate that 95-5 split over there on Kicks. That's great. Thank you so much, Hippie Tree Hugger. Dr. T.S. King says, the more you look at it, the worse it gets. Thanks. I hated it. I think this is more of the promoter than the idea. Thank you, Dr. T. Laguna Cloud says, it completely missed the point. Zelda is about adventure, not a Lord of the Rings battle fantasy. Miyamoto got the idea from exploring caves as a kid. Childlike adventure is the feel of Zelda. Now, he did below that include a thread about like why he went in that direction. And I think it was made, once again, it was just trying to promote a product that he had. Hyena First says, AI content creators of Hollywood, look at me. I'm the director now. Thank you, Hyena Fur. And Tamamo says, Craig and Phoenix, I'm sorry. Here's another 5. As much as I delight in chaos, I'm one who knows accountability and seeks to atone. Thank you, Tamamo. And please don't ever bring up saltwater taffy on the show again. Bad day. All right. Primal says there's hundreds of fan animations and films that outclass AI. I got no passion or interest It's got no passion or interesting videos. A movie in that style would be a shame. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Like I said, we're going to be using AI. I've spent the last 4 months working on a show that actually leverages AI, and hopefully we'll get to a point where we can premiere that. Working on all sorts of things right now for that. And Commodore Fan says Star Trek: The Next Generation universe explores this with people addicted to the holodeck, absorbed in their own worlds. Reginald Barclay is a prime example. And Hippie Tree Hugger says AI for side scrollers I'm okay with. AI for music and you and the song you don't make it. You don't make Have No Soul. Thank you, Hippie Tree Hugger, for your support today.
Yeah, real fast.
Yes.
Like one really interesting thing you can see is that as soon as the iPhone came out, you saw that everyone could listen to their own music. And so what happened was you can actually see when it happened, when pop culture stopped. Why do we not see that generation having remakes? Because they didn't have any culture. Why did they turn to other countries for their entertainment? Because there was no culture in their own country. So that's what happens is when you have your own island, in this case a device that you can listen to any music you want. There's no singular shared experience of that radio experience, for instance, that tells us this is the modern music, and then that music is a reflection of the clothing, the fashion, the hairstyles, you name it, the slang, the vernacular. So what happens is everyone is their own island. And it also turns to, what did we see? Narcissism. It's about you instead of the shared experience. I'm sorry to keep doing this. I know it's boring.
It's okay.
It's very interesting to me.
Twerp Mine came into the 5, apologizing. Blab says, sorry, still working on that temper. Thanks,
All right,
Twerp
I'm
Mine.
sorry about your small dick too.
Whoa, Blabs, relax.
Get
Twerp Mine-
fucked. Whoa.
Twerp Mine has a big old hog. Jesus, relax. The Art School Dropout says, if everyone is a creator, then there's no meaningful audience. Thank you. And Modest Rat says, hey, bada bing. What did I tell you about no girls allowed, Craigathy? You get a gaggle of them and they throw off the show with taffy and chocolate talk for a quarter of the show. JK, love you. Happy B-Day, Phoenix. Thank you, Modest Rat. All right. That is a great place to stop. We'll give our guests the opportunity to bounce if they like while we finish up some super chats. As I did not I think we had 3 topics today. we didn't even get to
everything. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 things.
Kay, if you didn't see, just real fast, Kay, if you didn't see yesterday's Montez, please watch it because I kind of made it also for you.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll take a look.
Yeah. Check it out yesterday.
I'll tell you this. We get 5 more yellows. We'll play it again. Are you okay with that, Phoenix? I know it's a special thing. Mm-hmm. 5 more yellows, okay? All right. And while we get there, I'll let you know Delta came in and says, holy Phoenix, you're out of pocket gifting everyone who physically attends a stick of 8 gigabytes of RAM. I didn't know we were doing that. But thank you, Delta. That's very nice. Hillbomb says, Blab sounds like Jesse from Solar Opposites.
Thank you.
Wilbur says, respect the griff. Hey, man, we got to make money somehow. John says, it's pronounced pecan. Pecan is a can that you pee in.
Or it's a can of peas.
Laser Possum says, Blabs are the cutest thing to ever exist. That is all. Cicero says, politicians, traitors and thieves. Uncle came in and says, I'm on nobody's side because nobody is on my side. Mercenary says, fun fact, if you have Asperger's syndrome, you are automatically a full-blown Nazi because the condition was founded by a Nazi, and people keep concern bothering me about it. Well,
so doesn't he have Asperger's syndrome though?
Yes.
Ah.
Dr. Fraser Kane says Dave Roberts is the GOAT. Space Boy is greater than Deja Vu. Andy says, U.S. Army and Delta guys, if you're reading this, please come to Brazil next. Thank you for your 5 Brazilian monies. Ruddy says, what exactly is the difference between goth and emo?
One cuts themselves, the other one doesn't.
Which one's which?
Oh, the emos cut themselves, and the goth don't do that.
Oh, okay. The cynical Crusader says, you want an origin for the Somali problem? Bill Clinton and the U.S. refugee admissions program in the 90s pushed them all into one state. And Bentley says, Tim Waltz's daughter looks like Ellen Page trying to look like a woman again.
I think Ellen Page was a lot prettier too than whatever Tim Walz's daughter's on.
Yeti says, here's some free financial advice for everyone start investing in window companies now. So we can go back and yes, I hear you on that. Michael came in as a member for 8 months. Thank you so much. Says, there was a little T-Rex at the scene of the ice ramming. I know it was involved. Also, it had its hands up, but no one knew. Thank you. Spike says, make sure your crypto wallets aren't in California per Newscomb. We will now take your crypto wallets if they're inactive after 3 years. That's a mess. That's a mess.
That's actually happening over there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's already been put into effect.
That's evil.
Mercenary says, say it with me, people. Martial law is coming, and very soon. This is insurrection.
I think people would believe you more, Mercenary, if you spelled Marshall the right way instead of the
Marshall.
shopping store.
It's Marshalls. You get a sweet shirt while you're at it. By the way, we're at 3 yellow supers as we're going for a quick run of 5 real quick for the quick Montez, including from Max Small says from a homie K and to see Super Montez. There's one. Siphon says, I miss when Minnesota just was a blip on the map. I hate all the attention we were getting. Montez, thank you so much, Siphon. And I too wish I wish you were still just the home of the Mighty Ducks. That's all. The kids show. Bull Bear says, spend it before it becomes worthless. That's right. All of our money. Mayonnaise Chase came in with a 5. Says, Phoenix culture died when corporations took over. You can't blame it on the you can blame it on the iPhone. Now corpos don't sell to us anymore. And Uncle says, Gobble Gang stands with K and baseball hat. Boy, cute.
Gobble Gang, let's go.
So it's either me or Phoenix. That's the boy with the hat.
Because I'm a man. I'm 40.
Oh, that's right. You too. I forgot you're wearing a hat. So it's one of us.
That's like Craig's thing is the hat.
Yeah, I know.
was about to say.
I just sometimes forget Craig's there.
I just want to let you know I've literally been wearing a hat for 20 years online. It's kind of been always my thing. And when I took off my hat, I was shamed.
Yeah.
Profusely.
Weird,
Yeah. Game Hunter says, damn, me too. I'm also part Argentinian. Game Hunter, thank you. And SD0 says, try Willy. Oh, no. Try Willy Wallaby licorice, Craig.
Yeah.
The red flavor.
I think I've tried that one before. It's pretty decent.
Okay. All right. Great place to wrap.
Not one more.
One more. Oh, yeah. Nice. That puts us at 4. We can give you one more real quick so we get to that Montez. Can we have a cultural philosophy hour with Phoenix sometime? Let's go, Montez.
That. Oh, I could bore the living shit out of everybody. We can talk about history. Oh, so much.
It's not boring. It's fascinating. You have a lot to say. It's good.
Thank you.
All right.
Look how happy and excited he is. Like, thank you. Please let me do it. You're like a little otter over there.
Phoenix is fascinating. I've had conversations with him online and offline, and every time I feel like I learned something. So don't sell yourself short either. There's a lot that you have to say. It's good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Phoenix is gay.
I was about
this
to
is
say
also
that
very
too.
correct.
Gay.
I can't help it.
Try to be nice on this program for once. Jeez.
No, it's okay. Kay and I were trying to be nice in our literally completely separate group chat, and Blabs came in and called us all gay. So
This is true.
Yeah.
They're all like, Happy New Year. So glad to meet you. I'm a gay.
Yeah.
Hey, Chibi came in and says a little bit of everything today, from a silly discussion about taffy to eye-opening speech. Thank you, Chibi. Appreciate that. That hits us. We get our last second Montez push. Hey, here it is. I don't think we're going to play this for a while unless we get like a double or triple Montez someday.
Yeah.
But here it is. Yesterday was the Montez anniversary. Now I present to you the magnum opus.
The Great Reset Montez. Here we go.
Bitch! Montez!
You stupid old man. You don't get to rush this.
You're alive! And all of the zombies are defeated! And I'm not gay anymore!
Montez saved us all, kiddo!
Video games won't be lame anymore! And I like girls now! I love girls!
My tits are huge again!
Maybe we're the racists! Barbs are for fucktards.
I almost shed a tear, and that was incredible. That's the best cinema I've seen in 10 years.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I'm very impressed. Very happy.
People will say that was AI. They don't even know what they're talking about.
I really like them embracing at the end. The Montez guys just hug it out.
And my tits are huge again.
That was my favorite part. Racist. That was my favorite part.
Meatbag
All right,
came in for
I
10.
think-
Says Montez.
There we go. Meatbag. Thank you very much. Hey, I'll tell you what. I think that's the new goal. That's the double Montez goal there. You get the ultimate or maybe the triple. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it definitely needs to be a rare occasion to play the Great Reset. So, all right, guys, thank you very much for your support. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. You can check out Mally's page down below. Link is there. Also, Melee K's page down below as well. Fun people who care passionately about saltwater taffy. Glad you guys are with us. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Who's joining us, Blabs?
Kirsha.
All right. She'll be a Kirsha Thursday tomorrow. So buckle up. It's going to be a great ride, as always. But until then, have a great rest of your day. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.